Wasn't Lucas amazing? He is just amazing. Last year, I went to San Francisco with a group of student journalists for a college media conference. We were at an In-N-Out. There was a group of us. We had just gotten our food and were sitting at a table near a large glass window. We're sucking back sodas and fries after a day of sessions and presentations and exploring the city. And while we were eating, a man just outside the window was walking slowly towards us. It was more like limping. His eyelids drooped, and he could barely stay standing up. My friend met his gaze, and she pointed to her fries. It seemed like all he could muster was this lethargic nod, and she gave him the fries. I saw this man as an exemplar of this prevalent issue which exists not only in San Francisco, but throughout the world, and even here in DeLand. And this moment kept the topic of homelessness on my brain. Later that day, we hiked to the peak of a cliff that smelled like rain and fresh earth. We're standing on the edge of this cliff at dusk, absorbing the scene, the mist, the rocky shore, the Golden Gate Bridge off in the distance, and almost as if on cue, I took out this book of poetry I had just bought by Lawrence Ferlinghetti and opened to this. If you call yourself a poet, don't just sit there. Poetry is not a sedentary occupation, not a take-your-seat practice. Stand up and let them have it. And I thought back to the man outside the window. In that moment, my scope of the world widened to beyond myself. Ferlinghetti's verse awakened something, and this is what I realized. The point of being blessed with wealth or privilege or knowledge or opportunity is that it's our responsibility to share it, to redistribute it. The point of our success is to put us in the best possible position to show up, turn off our egos, and be of help to others. And we're better able to do that because we came here, because we invested in ourselves and in this community, because we trained in economics and environmental science, Spanish and molecular biology, creative writing and computer science, and in compassion and civil dialogue, in healthy skepticism and humility, in integrity and intellectual honesty. We're better able to roll up our sleeves and serve because we spent 3, 4, 5 years working on ourselves to become citizens that are well equipped to solve the world's biggest challenges. And as citizens of the world, it's not our duty, but our privilege to serve others. We're better able to lead lovingly because of the people here. I've watched leaders in this community work like gardeners to prime organizations, programs, and campus spaces to blossom. Whether it's Lindsay Corelli from the Office of Interfaith Initiatives, coordinating a meditation flash mob for the International Day of Peace, Kevin Winchell from the Center for Community Engagement, holding a weekly lunch group where healthy political dialogue is encouraged, Lua Hancock from Campus Life and Student Success for facilitating conflict resolution workshops and then resolving conflict with her special banana bread. Or Andrew Larson from the School of Music for modeling humility and using the Women's Chorale to show the world that art is alive. Or Andy Denart from the Communications Department for his attention to the growth of student media and student perspectives. They're not kidding when they say it takes a village, and I know I'm not alone in this love for our community. In the most recent issue of The Reporter student magazine, on page 9, graduating seniors, so that's you all, answered this question: which professor do you wish was your parent and why? And you all listed dozens of names. Maybe we can't immediately cure something like homelessness, but we can derive benefit from the ways in which the people here took care of us. Class of 2018, our society tells us to go to college so we can make more money than if we just went to high school. But I hope we come to accept this thought instead. Today, we are getting degrees that are not for us. Well, today is for us, but our degrees are just emblems of our responsibility, symbols for the great obligation being placed in our hands, and evidence of our ability to deliver. Every time we get on an airplane, the flight attendant reminds us that in the event of an emergency, we are asked to first secure our own oxygen masks before helping our neighbors with theirs. Our training here helps us to do just that, to secure our oxygen masks, to situate ourselves in the optimal, helpful position. Consider Mother Teresa's own variation. If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other. It really does end, you know, college, the Stetson discount, all of it. Because we've had this space, this microcosm to learn and play and fail and cry and grow, and because we have this limited life with a limited number of breaths, let's not waste this chance. We get to be the ambassadors of change, the ones who fight apathy, the ones who construct physical homes or a sense of home for those without, and the ones who carve out a new world of poets. It's our turn now. Congratulations to the class of 2018. Thank you.